for joining us. This, I hope, is one of other future events celebrating women and the sacred energy. We're really grateful to have Louise Griffith with us, who wrote You Are Worth It. Louise and I met years ago at the Women's Club, and she has a strong message, and we're really happy to share it with you today. So thank you for being with us, and apologies as people join us late. Louise, please.
Are you interested in receiving my monthly newsletter, Shine? And I'm going to tell you that it's really pretty good, and it's free, and I don't know if anyone here, you get it.
I do.
You get it. Right now we're doing different weeks in my book, so anyway, if you would like that, I'll have my person that, so, okay? So point number one, honor your wisdom. Wisdom brings perspective that informs your choices, and I sort of ask you to think about what is it that you know, even though you don't have all the details. I mean, there are some things that you know that you don't get. And tell me about some times when, well, you can think about when you had an intuitive thought and you paid attention. It works out pretty well, doesn't it?
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Can you think of a time when you had a instinct or a little thing and you didn't pay attention? I want to tell you about one of my favorites. So I have a friend who has great taste. I mean, like amazing taste. We used to meet for walking on Sundays, and I'd have on walking stuff, and she couldn't help it. She'd probably be like walking with Cat. She had like just like designer clothes, and I'm like, okay, but I enjoyed being with her. And she used to live in Manhattan. She loved to shop. But anyway, I wanted to get a new pair of sandals. And so I thought, hey, I'll ask Renee to help me. And so we met, she said, let's meet at TJ Maxx. And so I met her there, and she was like all excited because she had this sandal, and she said, oh my gosh, I hope this is your size. She said, this is a blah, 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 a designer shoe. Have I ever heard of them? Or, no. She said, this is a $400 shoe. So I'm like, all right. And it was $99, but now that I knew this was a $400 sandal, I couldn't live without it. I mean, I had to have it, right? So I bought it. And the first day, I could hardly wait to wear it the next day. And I got out of the car, and I promise you, I heard right away, this is not a good shoe for you. The heel is not wide enough. However, what did I say? Are you kidding? This is a $400 shoe. I love this shoe. I got out of the car and I walked in, and I remember there was one door, and then there was a heavier door, and I opened it, and guess what? My physical heel fell off my $400 heel, and I fell to the ground.
No.
I did. It was really through the grace of God that I got up. And I could tell I had done something to my left heel. And I looked down, guess what? Swollen. Here's what I want to tell you. By the end of the day, after the icing, going to the doctor with a x-ray and pre-op, I ended up with a new shoe. And this is it. Be careful what you manifest. As you see, it has a definite heel that's good. Have you ever worn one of these?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you?
Yeah.
And there's something I want to share with you that I came up with after that experience, because I really did hear, this shoe is not for you. But you know, I told you, $400, I'm in on it. And I call it the extended pause, so I don't know if you want to write it down on your paper or something, but there are 4 parts to it. And the first one is stop, pause, listen, and then reflect. Because if I had listened to this shoe is not really good for you and reflected on it, I might have thought, well, I think maybe I should pay attention to that. And I use this also, by the way, when I'm in conversations with people, because I'm just so used to it. And when I hear them say something and pause, I maybe had a thought in my mind, but I ask myself, is this going to add value to their life? Will this really make the conversation better? Does that make sense? And sometimes I think if it will add value, then I go ahead and say it. And if I think it won't, I don't say it. So the extended pause, 4 parts: stop, pause, listen, and reflect. Okay? Any questions about any of that? How are you at listening to your own intuition at this stage in your life?
It is better and better.
And why do you think you're getting better and better?
I think it's wisdom, when you are older and you have more and more lessons to learn, then you are more open to listen to your intuition.
Good point. Well, I hope that you continue to do that because it really can serve you well. Did you ever hear any of these messages as a child? Don't be a know-it-all. Keep peace at any cost. Be happy with what you have. Be quiet, be good, do what I tell you. Don't be too bright. Did you ever hear those?
Yes, all of them.
Well, this is just my opinion. I think sometimes adults said those to us because they actually were well-meaning. They thought it would somehow motivate us. And my daughter, who's now 51, has told me over the years of some of the things that I said to her that weren't the least bit helpful. But I didn't wake up in the morning and say, I think I'll say something to Heather that's gonna wreck her life. Right? It wasn't my intention. And actually I can't be accountable for something if I don't know what it is. And so I maybe have asked her, well, Tony, what is it that you heard me, what did I say? So I can ask forgiveness, or ask her, I like the phrase, tell me more. Do you ever use that? When you're in conversation and people are talking, just say, tell me more, and then let them continue with that. So I don't know about those messages that are in your life, but sometimes I think it maybe is time to rewrite your story. And I say to people, if your story is not making you feel worth it, then choose a new one. And it's not that you're going to lie about a new one, but you're going to get a different perspective. Because some people, let's just say, like to end up still being the victim. Let me tell you what they might say. And then she said, or then he said, and then she said, and then. Or here's another perspective. This is what I experienced, and this is what I learned. Can you hear the difference? And so I hope a lot of my coaching clients rewrite their stories. And can you feel the difference in energy between and this is what I experienced, this is what I learned. It was like you saying about being older and we learn new things and get wiser. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Do you have any comments about any of these things we've talked about so far?
I really loved what you just said. This is what I experienced and this is what I've learned. That's, I'm gonna carry that with me today.
Oh, good. Put that on your card. You might want a free book. Well, it's really true. And also, I used to be a teacher years ago and a psychologist for 28 years. And I loved working with teenagers. And I did some presentations at like Nicollet Junior High in Burnsville. And so I taught the girls, it was a group of girls, about this is what I experienced and this is what I learned. And you know what, it was fun, they got it. And how old are you when you're like in 9th grade? What?
14.
Yeah, they got it, and I'm like,
yeah.
So maybe it's time for you to rewrite your story is what I'm suggesting. And you can ask the question, in what ways does that still serve me? Or maybe am I past that? Maybe it's a time to reframe it. Do you have any questions about, am I making sense about that?
Mhm.
Oh, that's so good. I'm in the right place. And then imagine hearing messages like this. Be proud of who you are and what you know. You make a difference, you are wise. Trust you know what to do next, and you count and think big and speak your truth. And the truth of the matter is, we can give those messages to ourselves every day. We were having a conversation before, so about internal messages. Does that make sense, Jill?
Oh, absolutely. And I struggle with it daily to remind myself. I
Well,
mean,
maybe your friend can help remind you.
well, she does, trust me.
So Natasha, even though she lives in Calgary, we speak every day. And we just sort of coach each other and hold each other accountable, and it's nice to have someone along the journey. Do you all have someone you can
Yes.
journey with? That's great. I wonder what it's like for people who don't have a good friend. Welcome to you. Okay, so are there any other questions about choosing your story?
One thing that I've been thinking about, because we're in the process of moving,
Yes.
that's is a little bit different way of thinking about it, is I think of it like peeling an onion, where what do I want to take with me at this next stage? And you don't know, but you
Good
kind
point.
of keep going back. You take the first layer and then it makes it easier to think, well, I don't need this in my life now. But it just kind of doesn't happen all at once, but it's just kind of a process. And
Good
I
point.
think that that's part of wisdom too, that you don't think about what others might say anymore. You just think about what works for you.
Isn't there freedom in that?
Yes.
Because I can't say there'll always be people that will have their opinion that isn't always positive. Do you hang out with people like that?
Positive
That
people?
are not positive?
Yeah.
No.
Try to avoid that.
Yeah, not anymore. Not anymore.
You don't have to
anymore.
anymore.
And
I don't
tell me
have-
about the not anymore. I mean, I think that's a good point. Did you used to in the past?
Well, I think you do it, you have these expectations, or you travel so long as friends, and then you realize you're actually kind of a downer, or you're not on my team.
Mhm.
You know, you're actually secretly jealous, or you're overbearing, or you're something, right? And this no longer serves me, and now I don't hang out with anybody I don't find uplifting.
Absolutely.
How many of you can relate to being younger and trying to please others all the time?
Oh, yeah. No problem.
I had a PhD in it.
Trying to please people.
Yeah. So what price do you think we pay for that?
Being who we really are.
Yeah.
Our authentic
Pardon
selves. Being who we really are.
I think we're always trying to take the temperature of the room and figure out how to, we just learn how to bend ourselves into pretzels. I mean, was my experience.
Exhausting.
It is exhausting.
I can picture that. So that's another good thing about getting older, right?
Few things.
There are a few things.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I want to honor the time that we have, and I'm thinking that we're going to be doing our activity now for Celebrate Your Magnificence.
Let's do it.